What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to some more NCAA 04 Kentucky Wildcats Dynasty. The season has come to an end, and Darren Sproles is your Heisman Trophy winner. 1,597 yards total. He also had 192 yards receiving and 22 total touchdowns, but they needed a little bit more from him. Kansas State ends up falling to Oklahoma in the Big 12 championship game. Both teams were 1-2 at the time, so I thought if Oklahoma won, Kansas State would just flip-flop with them, and then he would still have a Big 12 national championship game, but that's not what happened. In the San Francisco Bowl, Colorado State, they're going to beat Pittsburgh. Outback Bowl, Auburn, they beat Wisconsin. Gator Bowl, Miami, they're going to beat NC State. Miami's still, I believe, in the Big East. I believe they're in the Big East in 04. Anyways, Tennessee falls to Michigan in the Capital One Bowl. Then you got the Peach Bowl, Florida. They dismantle Virginia. Ohio State dismantles Oregon. Then Florida State puts hands on Virginia Tech, who is also still in the Big East, I believe. South Carolina, they are going to fall to Texas. And then Fiesta Bowl, you got Ole Miss falling to Kansas State. Oklahoma's going to beat Notre Dame in the Nokia Sugar Bowl for the national championship. So there you go. For our guys who are leaving, Lorenzen, we knew he was leaving, our All-American receiver from last season. He was all preseason All-American. He's leaving as well. So the receiving core is going to be a little bit different. And I don't know how recruiting is going to go because we're one of the worst teams in the country. We do play in the SEC, which does help. We are surrounded by states that have tremendous amounts of talent. But as you can see here, we did not do too great in recruiting, but we did get 3 4-star guys, which isn't bad. Suggs, a defensive end, Pickett, a free safety, and then we got Handy, a middle linebacker. So we kind of reloaded our defense. I do feel like our defense is pretty much ahead of our offense at this moment in time. We did sign a receiver 3-star in Charles Lopez, 6'2", 186 pounds, one of the fastest guys that was interested in our school. There wasn't too much speed out there that was interested in coming to our school, but we got what we could get. We missed out on Sapp. We missed out on Wilson. We do get Frank, outside linebacker. He's from Kentucky, so that was a big signing for us. We went after this running back late. He's from Kentucky. He's going to go play for Mizzou. We went after this wide receiver. Did not get him. 6'4", would have liked his size. Went after this tight end. He's also going to be going to Mizzou. So we did lose some guys in state, but again, that's going to happen when, again, you're one of the worst teams in college football. So we were able to sign, I believe, 8 guys. Not great, again, not great, but we do have some guys returning, obviously. We have about 50 guys on the roster as of right now. Notre Dame had the top recruiting class. Oregon State's top 10, Kansas State's top 10, and Nebraska is also top 10 in their recruiting efforts. The number 1 player is a middle linebacker from California. He's going to be playing for UCLA. Number 1 halfback is going to Virginia Tech. Number 1 kicker going to go to NC State. Top D tackle is going to UCLA. The second D tackle in the nation going to be going to OU. The top quarterback going to go to Oregon. The top free safety is going to go to OU as well. And then the number 8 recruit in the land is a halfback from Citrus Heights, California, and take his talents to the Central Valley and play for Fresno State. Top strong safety going to be going to University of Southern Miss. And then the Bucks got the best outside linebacker, those Buckeyes. Our outside linebacker is the most improved, 7 points plus for him. One of our receivers, number 4, as you can see, he is 6+ from where he was last year, up to 70 overall. So our guys did improve for the most part. Unlike NCAA 06, this does not have, in this game, there is no budget, I believe. Maybe there was a budget and I just overlooked it, but I don't believe there was a budget. Again, playing a whole bunch of games between this channel and the other channel, I get confused sometimes. All I do know is that when it comes to our skill possession guys, we've improved quite a bit. Number 17 is going to be probably our second string, maybe even our first string receiver. But I do think that Charles Lopez, our incoming recruit, he's going to get a lot of playing time. And one mistake that I did make, as Handy will be our starting outside linebacker, even though he's a middle linebacker, he's not quite ready to take over that middle spot just yet. Our number 1 receiver was on the kick return and punt return. That's not going to happen this year because fatigue is an issue. And I don't want my guys to be tired on special teams. I want them playing where I need to be playing. So first game is Hawaii, then Louisville, then Indiana. Then we start SEC play versus Alabama, then Kent State, and then the rest of the SEC schedule you see right there. Top halfback for the Heisman Trophy, I believe that's Maurice Clarett. Then you got Gamble, and then you got halfback from NC State. He's up there. Then you got this Miami, Ohio receiver, and then of course some running back that wears 39 for the Rams at some point in his life. He's a Heisman hopeful as well to kick things off. Your top 25 looks like this: Oklahoma, Miami, Florida State, Ohio State, Texas, Michigan, then Auburn. Auburn can make some noise because they have an A- overall, a little bit higher than Michigan. Virginia Tech is right behind Auburn and Notre Dame. NC State, Oregon State, Texas A&M, Wisconsin, Nebraska, Kansas State's ranked number 15, followed by Washington State, South Carolina, USC, Arkansas, Tennessee, Georgia, Ole Miss, Washington, Florida, and Iowa. So a bunch of SEC guys to round out the top 25. We're starting off number 95. It's not great, but I do think we're taking some steps in that classic Madden line in the right direction. That's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope the rest of the day is the best of the day. Peace, love. Hot sauce.